pass in standard outlines into this function because of the scoping. And then here we'll just call these lines, because in the context of this function, we don't really care where those lines have come from, right? So it can be as generic as we need it to be. Okay, let's run that test again. In fact, I think we can test watch. Cool. Alright. So we got some weird shite. Okay, so let's just console log our lines, passing in the lines. Oh, that's gonna fail, isn't it? Maybe console error. Okay, so maybe what we should do here is save this. Okay, what we should do is we should join the lines, const input JSON equals lines join input JSON, and we can save that as another. Well, in fact, we can then do a console log input JSON, and then finally we can return the result. And maybe what we want to do, in fact, is up here. I'm just going to save the const log is an arrow function. So before we stub standard out.write, we're going to create an arrow function that references it. And we'll just say debug message. Okay, and then here we can log out without interfering with the log, without interfering with the parser, I believe. Possibly. Okay, actually, so what we want to do is we want to say const hold standard out right equals that, and then here we can call it maybe not. Okay, so stubbing the standard out is perhaps not the best strategy here. So what we could do is stub out the log. Let's have a quick look at the Oak Cliff library and see if there are any other ways they recommend doing it. So they're just saying console log. but log warn error. So I guess what we really want to do here is maybe we just do a permanent solution to this. So we just try the JSON pass, right? Oh, not even there. So what's actually failing? Let's just it's actually the test that's failing, not the code itself. So what we can do is we can just try the pass. We'll let a result up here, try the pass, catch the error if there is one, and if there is, we say console.error error. Say error could not pass output as JSON. And then here we can just put whatever the error is at the end. And here we can just do an additional message and say offending output is equal to the input JSON. Alright. Cool. And here we can say result is equal to, and then return the result. Okay. We're not returning the result, we're just returning empty value. Okay, cool. So here we go. So what's happening here is the first test is passing again, and we're now getting a bit of an issue. Let's just see. Clear. So if we run the test with the help argument, let's see if there are any additional commands we can get in here. Notify might be quite good, but okay. It just does do some weird stuff with the console sometimes. Okay. So what can we do? So we can put debug star, run the same command. That's going to be really verbose, but we should be able to get a little bit more information. So there are definitely ways to work around this. I'm just trying to figure out what the right way, what the best way to do this is. I mean, we could definitely try and get the debugger working in this scenario. So yeah, no, it's not enabled. Okay. So it's to do with this process.standardout.write. I mean, we could try and just do like a debug function that would do process.standarderror.write any message. But I'm not sure if jest is going to swallow that. What did I call it? Log debug. There we go. Okay. So I think that's probably the better of two evils. Just writing to standard error when we need to debug. Okay. So for some reason, this complicated one isn't really Okay, well in this case I guess what we do is we return an object that has error, and we can just put that in there. And in fact we probably can make error a more interesting object. So we can say the error is going to have a message, right? And it's also going to have a cause, and we can say the cause is the input JSON, and that's our return value if there's an error, right? And then cool. Could not pass output as JSON, syntax error, expected, open, blah. Okay.